Today I fucked up by picking up a small baggie of weed off the ground and taking it into my place of work. I walk to work and go home for lunch every day. Last Monday I was walking home from lunch and took my regular route through a parking lot that backs to a local barbecue place, and is used by many of the restaurant staff. While walking I spotted something shiny and purple on the ground between two cars, so I stopped to check it out, and when I reached down to see what it was, I found a small bag with a label saying, "Purple Punch," and when I turned it over it was a couple of grams of decent-looking bud. Here is where I fucked up. I just put it in my pocket, thinking, ground score, cool. The parking lot being right next to the barbecue place meant that there was a big smoker pumping out aromatic hickory smoke, so that was all I could smell. Well, I got into the office. I work for a local government at the government center, and about 5 minutes later start smelling a really strong reek of weed, and thought, who the fuck smells like weed? Doh. It was me. Shit. This cannot abide. I pulled the offending package out of my pocket, wrapped it in 3 plastic bags, throwing in some orange peels, and then put that into a sealed travel mug and buried it under my desk. Nothing ended up happening, but even though legal in my state, I have a semi-official job and it would have been a really bad look. TLR found a bag of super stinky weed and brought it into my governmental office, smelling up the place. The amount of times I've thought, who the fuck smells like weed? To then realize it was me all along is laughable. You're brave, and dumb, for smoking a stranger's mystery weed. Bad enough we had to do that before it was legalized, but at least you had to see the dealer. Finding it on the ground just increases the risks of sketchy shit sevenfold. I was remarkably old when I realized that my coworker's beau was weed smell. So I live in Canada, totally legal here, and I grow my own. Problem is, I have to dry it in my basement once I harvest and it stinks to high hell, but you get noseblind after a while. See me, walking around at work in a very straight-edge work environment stinking like a goddamn dispensary. I definitely had some questions to answer for a little while. If you get caught, you get fired then?